Is this the virus he was going on about? The so-called soup killer? Well, not today.
When The Boys Season 5, Episode 2, Teenage Kicks, dropped, it delivered one of the most shocking moments the series has ever attempted. And yet, by the final seconds of the episode, that shocking death already feels like it might not matter at all. Because somehow, against all expectations, Soldier Boy is still alive. But how?
He's dead, right? He's supposed to be dead?
Supposed to be.
Was it luck? Was it writing misdirection? Or is this actually one of the biggest clues about the endgame of The Boys Season 5? Because when you start connecting the dots between the soup virus, Homelander, and the mysterious V1 Compound V revealed in Gen V Season 2, the answer becomes much bigger and much more dangerous. Let's start with the moment itself. In Teenage Kicks, the entire episode builds toward testing the new upgraded soup virus. This isn't just another weapon. This is supposed to be the final solution. Billy Butcher and the team want answers. Can it kill Homelander? Is it contagious? And most importantly, will it wipe out every soup on Earth? Those questions alone already tell us something important. This isn't just a tactical weapon anymore. This is potentially extinction level. And yet, they still move forward. They test it on Rockhard, a member of Teenage Kicks, while preparing for the inevitable arrival of Soldier Boy. And when everything unfolds, the virus appears to do exactly what it was designed to do. Rockhard dies, Jetstreak dies, and then Soldier Boy dies too. Except he doesn't. Because in the final moments of the episode, while Homelander is visibly shaken by the idea that he may have just sent his father to die, the camera lingers.
Why does everyone keep leaving?
And suddenly, Soldier Boy sits up inside his body bag. And that moment changes everything. Because now we have to ask the question, if the virus killed everyone else, why didn't it kill him? And that's where the hidden clue comes in, V1. Back in Gen V Season 2, we were introduced to something that didn't seem important at first, but now feels absolutely crucial. The original compound is VV1. This wasn't just another version of the formula. According to the reveals surrounding Thomas Godolkin, this version wasn't just about giving powers. It was about immortality. And suddenly, everything begins to line up. Because if Soldier Boy was created using early Compound V experiments, there's a strong chance he didn't just receive Compound V. He may have received V1, the strongest original version. And if V1 makes you functionally immortal, then the soup virus might not be able to kill him at all. Think about that for a second. The virus killed Rockhard and Jetstreak instantly. But Soldier Boy didn't just survive, he appeared dormant. That's a very different outcome. It suggests that instead of dying, his body may have entered a recovery state, almost like hibernation. Which raises another serious question. Was Soldier Boy ever really in danger in the first place? And here's where things get even more interesting. Because Soldier Boy might not be the only one. We already know that Marie Moreau is connected to V1 through Godolkin's experiments. And then there's Homelander, Soldier Boy's son. If Soldier Boy has V1 in his system, then there's a very real possibility Homelander inherited some version of it genetically. And if that's true, then the entire plan to kill Homelander with the soup virus might already be doomed, which suddenly reframes the entire season. Because what if Butcher and the team are building a weapon that won't even work on their main target? What if they're about to release something that kills every soup, except the one they're trying to stop? That would be classic The Boys, and terrifying. There's also another subtle clue hidden in the episode itself. Homelander's reaction to Soldier Boy's death feels unusually emotional, almost too emotional. This is a character who rarely shows genuine vulnerability. So why emphasize that moment? It almost feels like the show wants us to believe Soldier Boy is gone, only to pull the rug out from under us seconds later. And that kind of storytelling usually means something bigger is coming. Because if Soldier Boy survives, he becomes a wild card in the final season. A character strong enough to challenge Homelander, unpredictable enough to disrupt everyone's plans, and now possibly immune to the most powerful weapon in existence. And that changes everything. There's also the bigger picture to consider. We know that Amazon Prime Video has confirmed Season 5 is the final season of The Boys. That means the story is heading toward an endgame. And if that's true, then introducing V1 now isn't random. It's intentional. It raises the stakes. It complicates the solution. And it forces Butcher into a corner. Because if the virus doesn't work, he'll have to make it stronger. And if he makes it stronger, it could become something far worse than just a soup-killing weapon. It could become something that threatens everyone. And that's the scariest possibility of all. Because what if the final villain of the boys isn't Homelander, but the solution meant to stop him? So when Soldier Boy sits up at the end of episode 2, it's not just a shocking moment, it's a warning, a clue, a sign that the rules have changed. Because if V1 truly makes its users immortal, then the soup virus isn't the endgame weapon we thought it was. It's just the beginning of something much bigger. And now the real question becomes, if Soldier Boy survived, who else will? And more importantly, what happens when Butcher finds out?